All right, guys, back here. Hello, hang on. Back here at Bastrop, and there we go. Checking on some sound technical stuff here. I don't know why this is so red. All right, red buttons bother us, and as soon as I start talking, it goes red. So, if you can hear me and you have my cell phone number and there's a sound problem, text me, and we'll try to jump on that. We're in Bastrop. I'm Les Miller. Rusty Compton is with me. Lexington Eagles are going to kick off to the Poth Pirates, and the Lexington Eagles come in with a 10-0 regular season record, and they have 10-1 regular season, 9-1 regular season, and now they're 11-1 as they're here in the playoffs, third round. Both Pirates still yet to be defeated this year. 10-0 regular season, won the last two playoff games, obviously, to get here tonight. And man, the table's set for a good one.
It really is. I'm not. I feel like I'm not sure if, if we should redo the setup that we did or may not have done on the air before the game started, but we won't roll through that again. Yeah, should be a good night. Come on,
Kick is taken by
stay there.
Stover, and he's still on his feet. Big return out to the left side. Across midfield, there's a late flag that comes right in front of the Lexington sideline. Big return, Caden Stover.
Super job with blocking that time on the return team. Wait, see what the flag is, but hopefully it's gonna go against us. Man, that was right at the end of that play too.
So they're going to mark it off from it's a spot foul. They're going to mark it off from the end of the run, which was about close to midfield. So they're going to bring it back inside the post 40, way inside the post 40, jogging a little bit. Umpire a little cold, jogging.
Yeah, got
He's
some
gonna
moves.
he's gonna get closer to the 30 and spot this down at the left hash, 31-yard line of the Pirates as Major Luna will lead the team out on the field, and it gets tougher and tougher as we go. But here we are, third round in Lexington, and they're not wanting to budge, and they're expecting to win this game, as are the Pirates. And we'll see how this first play from scrimmage goes for the Pirates. Is it going to be an inside give? It looks like Stover fights for yards. Maybe a good push at the end there out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 4.
Nice, tough running right up the middle behind the blockers, but that's a good pickup on first down. But yeah, Les, you're absolutely right. Once you get to this round in the playoffs, there aren't any scrubs left. Every week you're going to get a good team on the other side of the field, and you're going to get their best effort. And we know this Lexington Eagle team can put up a lot of points, so it's going to be important tonight that we finish drives with touchdowns.
Second down and 6 play coming from the Pirate 35-yard line. Stover in motion going to the right. Little swing pass is fake to him. We're going to throw left side to Newdorfer. It's caught, completed, pushed out of bounds. Good for a first down out close to the 44-yard line.
I tell you, that kid has just spoiled us in making that look easy. I mean, that's just a great timing pattern where he cuts out to the sideline and goes up and gets it at his highest point, and he really does make it easy. He makes it look easy, and it's not.
Pirates are able to do some decoys. That was a little decoy, little out in the flats pattern to Stover, and we had time to do that decoy and that fake and come back to the other side of the field. And that's Stover as we give to Latham going to the right side. He's fighting back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be pushed back for a loss of 1, and that's a swarming defense so far.
It is, and it looks like they've got a lot of speed over there. He was taking it out to the right, tried to cut it back in behind the block, and just had nowhere really to go.
We're in the first possession here of the game. The Pirates are trying to drive down the field. They're at their own 44-yard line. It's second down and 11. Major Luna, empty backfield. He's going to roll to his right. Now throw to the right.
Nice.
It's caught and completed, pushed out of bounds to Stover. He's shy of the first down needed as he needed to get to the 46 of Lexington. He's pushed down just short of that. But there's a flag come in. I didn't see the flag.
Well, I didn't either, and I think they had actually called that pass incomplete.
Okay.
I thought he got a foot down. They're on the far side, so it's kind of hard to see here behind the glass, but I thought he had come down with it, but apparently not. But yeah, as you just pointed out, we're going to get bailed out with a roughing the passer. I like it.
So they throw the flag late. They call it incomplete, but they're going to move the chains regardless and give us to about where we were with the catch, a little bit further actually. So the penalty was a better result than if that was called a completion. They're going to back the chains up now. So it's going to be 42-yard line of Lexington, first and 10 Pirates. Latham and Stover on either side of Luna. They're going to give it to Latham, and he's met right in front of Luna.
Well, I tell you what, that's a lick. and they're bringing pressure early in the game, and that was straight up the middle, and don't like to see that.
As John Williams for Lexington on the tackle. He's one of the senior captains for Lexington, and he's going to put Poth behind the chains. 2nd down and 12 now, as they're just inside the 45-yard line of Lexington. No score, first drive here for either side. As Luna looks to the left side of the offense, Stover's out there, lined out. Latham's in the backfield. Now pressure, he's going to flush him out to the right, throws it way downfield, and a man has to go up, and it's dropped incomplete. Intended for, looked like Antonio De Hoyos over there, or is that Neudorfer? That's Neudorfer.
Yeah, I was going to say with the height, I figured it was, but that was going to be a 50-50 ball, and just couldn't come up with a deflection.
Makes it a 3rd down and 12. We've got, looks like Latham on the right side. Now De Hoyos in motion behind Luna to the right. He looks his direction, comes back left to a screen pass, and just covered up immediately to Stover. Lexington just sniffed that one out.
They did, and again, that's pressure coming. They were not fooled by the screen. A lot of times when you're getting blitzed like that, a screen's going to work, but at that time they didn't fool anybody, and so that's a good opening stand by the Lexington defense.
Pirates able to get one first down and then bailed out on the second first down with a roughing the passer that went against Lexington. Nonetheless, they will send the punt team out there. It looks to punt, but they're going to send a man in motion, and it's Luna back there. He will punt it. He's punting it into the wind, and it will take a post bounce inside the 10.
There.
4, and they down it. Are they going to touchback? They did not get it before it went into the end zone, and it was as close as it could be.
It really was. Looked like they may have a chance to get that down at about the 2-yard line. Weren't able to come up with it, so just trickled into the end zone before they could control it. That was close.
Lexington interior rush defense so far proven to be more than the Poth offense could overcome in that first drive at least, and so they'll force the punt. And after the touchback, Lexington will take their first possession and see what the Poth defense can do here. Drop back, straight pass. He's looking for the screen. His little drag across. He's wide open outside the 30, 40. There's a flag that comes in. He's still running across midfield. It's a foot race, and Pirates will come over and knock him out of bounds as that's Neudorfer comes from the far side. Big gain all the way to the Poth 20. That's a 60-yard gain, but there's a flag that came against Lexington.
Well,
hopefully, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. The Lexington quarterback's hanging back, so I think he knows that one's going to come back. But it was a very well executed screen, and as we talked about, sometimes you get that screen over the pressure, you're going to get a big gain, which they did. As soon as he caught it, he had a lot of green in front of him. And man, I don't know about you, but so far the thing that's jumping out at me about this Lexington team is the speed.
That was I didn't get the number of that.
He's moving too fast.
Receiver. I was surprised because he didn't have to break a tackle.
Too?
He didn't have to break a tackle. He was just open. All right, so behind the chains now, 1st and 15. He's looking to pass again. This time left side out the
good defense.
Incomplete, and that is Jake Solansky, perhaps. Can't see a number. Nope, that's Lucas Trevino that batted that ball away.
Well, Lucas, that's outstanding D, my friend. I mean, you got that hand in there at the last second, but you had him covered like a blanket.
It's an outside backer position. Lucas Trevino just had the guy coming out of the backfield and stuck to him like glue, which makes it a 2nd down and 15. And they'll run it for the first time, try it up the middle, met first by Padilla, and he goes down after a short gain, maybe 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
All right, well, here's the first big test for this Poth defense. You got a 3rd and long. You got a chance to get off the field, and you need to execute it. We need to get off the field here, get the ball back.
Well, the fans are bundled up here in Bastrop.
Good crowd.
Lexington has plenty of people here on the near side. Is Lexington side here. On the near side is a pass rush. Doesn't get to him. He gets the ball off, throws it in the air. Incomplete. as it was good coverage there by Neudorfer on the far side of the field.
Absolutely, that was great coverage. The ball was underthrown. If it is thrown on target, Neudorfer's got as good a chance of coming up with that ball as the receiver did. I think that was a result of just the interior pressure that Poth defensive line brought that time.
First series of the game, Lexington holding penalty. They couldn't overcome it.
Yeah, that was big.
Actually lost yards as they're going to snap this ball for the punt from their own 17 with 7:39 left in the first quarter. Both teams have had one possession and neither has scored. Make sure he punts this off, and he will. He's coming to the near side. It's a short punt, bounces at the 50. Now takes a Lexington bounce and still not down, but it's going to be finally down around the 35-yard line of Poth. As the Pirates are in white, all white hats, white jerseys, and white pants, tall white socks for most of them, as it's pretty cold out here. And Lexington's in all green helmets, jerseys, and pants. And Rusty said earlier, Baylor versus LSU is the
Well,
look we
yeah, the
have
color
on field.
schemes. That's what it looks like from here. Both got those sort of, the old school shoulder stripes, like the LSU. It's not purple, but from here.
To two old guys, it's
Yeah,
close
heck
to
yeah.
purple.
With this vision, it's close to purple as anything else.
Kane Stover's going to come out lined out to the left side. The lone receivers, two up top to Hoyas and Neudorfer. Latham's to the right of Major Luna in the pistol. Fake it to Stover on. Nope, they'll give it to him on the jet sweep right side. Looks to fight for about 4 or 5 yards as he runs out of bounds at the 40.
Yeah, nice job of following the blocking. But did you see that defensive line just blow up whoever was across from him? I mean, these guys have definitely come to bring the pressure. But he was able to get around outside it. Pretty decent pickup on first down. Leave you 2nd and 6 or 7.
Clock ticks inside 7. Pirates sprint to the line. Neudorfer now on the near side, left side of the offense. Now in motion is Stover. They'll give it to him, looking for the jet sweep on the left side. He cuts back.
Oh, that's
Good
nice.
first down, 45-50 across midfield, tackled as he crosses midfield into the 47-yard line. Good run by Stover.
It really was a great job cutting back. If he tries to take that to the outside, I don't think he's going to get there, but he cut in behind the block and made another cut after that and was able to pick up about another 10 yards. Very nice run.
First down inside Lexington territory. Second series here for the Pirates. As Luna brings him to the line of scrimmage, De Hoyos is lined out to the left side. He'll go in motion. In front of Luna, the right side. Inside give is to Stover. Met after a gain of 1.
Yeah, tough sledding up the middle that time. Not much of a gain. Already getting some feedback here on our efforts.
Yeah, can they hear it? They can hear us?
They can hear, yeah, apparently.
Okay, good. Both of us?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. We didn't do a sound check, and then when we did the sound check, we failed the sound check, and so we have no idea if you can hear us or not. Luna drops back, throws it way downfield. That's Neudorfer, and it's Neudorfer kind of quit. It's going to be picked up. Nope. Yep. It's going to be intercepted by Lexington inside their about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that one just looked weird. I don't know what the confusion was there, but there definitely appeared to be some. And as you said, he just kind of stopped, and the ball ended up going past him, and the Lexington defender just kept going and made a nice catch.
It's almost like Nick Neudorfer, the senior for the Pirates, didn't see the ball get released, and by the time he turned around, it was above his vision.
It was something weird. Yeah.
Second possession here for Lexington. Two receivers right side. They're going to give run up the middle. He's got room. He gets to the backers and makes him miss as he runs for about 11 yards and a first down.
Big hole up the middle that time. Picking up the first down.
They just kind of pulled a guard from the right side and led him over to the left side, and there was nobody there once that block was set. So first down, Lexington from their 27-yard line. 5:30 left in the first quarter. They're going to try that side of the offense again. This time it's only good for a couple as the Pirates have them stopped.
Yeah, did a better job that time closing the hole quickly.
11-1 Lexington team here trying to Get across midfield for their offense for the first time here in the first quarter is no score, 5 minutes to play in the first. Second down and 7 coming up for the Eagles. Again, give up the middle, right side A gap this time, and he's going to be met and pushed as he gets close to the line again, and they're going to spot him just shy.
Yeah, that time it was just get behind the defensive line and just push the pile, which is exactly what they did for the yardage they needed to move the chains.
Bad angle here for the announcer as they do get enough for the first, and the ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line for Lexington after that first down, and 4:40 left in the first quarter. No score. First and 10, Lexington. Give it again up the middle. He's going to bounce it out to the left side. There's been room over there, and he gets 7 more this time.
Well, it's clear they're trying to take advantage. We in that great pregame that nobody heard, where we were breaking it down. We are having to deal with some injuries on defense, and it's clear they're going right to those places.
We'll talk about the injuries here as we try to set all the people that are out there. Left side, inside run, outside the edge there. Good for a first down after the gain of about 5, and his ball's going to be spotted at the 48-yard line of Lexington. Kind of an easy drive, keeping it all on the ground here for Lexington.
Yeah, they really are. They're not having trouble moving this in chunks currently. So the Potee's going to have to tighten up.
Talking about those injuries, right up the middle there, we've got Jaden Katara starting at linebacker. He's starting for the senior Tobin Knoll, who's been injured. They're going to go left side again, and we're in pursuit. First down. He's got everybody beat. We're going to have to get the safety over there, Solansky. He cuts inside Solansky, but Solansky drags him down at the 10-yard line. Big gain inside Poe territory, threatening here.
Yeah, they are, and it's again with the speed. Once they get in open space, they're dangerous. I mean, you give them any kind of opening at all, and they've got pull away, breakaway speed.
Just gashing the left side of that.
Yeah, they're going the same spot.
Offensive line, the right side of the defense, and got Aiden Reed over there on the defensive line, and see who else is over there trying to help him. But they're just pulling guards and putting hats on hats. Easy run up the middle, touchdown for Lexington. That's going to be Caden Chappell, the senior.
Yeah, once again, straight up the middle, and he was not touched. So they found something they like, and so far it's working.
I also up the middle didn't see on that play Daniel Widener, another senior anchor of the middle of that defense. I don't know if he's not been in there at all, but he wasn't in there on that touchdown play for Lexington.
Yeah, he was in earlier. I did see him leave.
Lexington's extra point attempt.
Oop, we got a kicker.
Up. Yeah, it's up and it's good. Plenty of leg. 3:11. Lexington goes up first on the Pirates. 3:11 left in the first quarter as Lexington takes the lead 7-0, and that was just everything was on the ground. That was run left side of the offense, and they just went down the field seemingly pretty easy.
Yeah, they did. They actually made that look easy, and I definitely hope this doesn't come down to a field goal because that's a definitely they have a quality kicker.
Well,
but yeah, they just they kept it simple. I mean, it was just they I don't know if it's the exact same play, but it looked a lot like one after another. They just kept hitting us on that same side and getting it in chunks, and then of course they had the real long run there. So yeah, we're gonna have to tighten up for sure.
Kicker has the wind for fourth.
Is that
quarter.
What it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
It's a crosswind.
Going to be in his face. No, that's just up here at the press box. It's not the Meadowlands. It's swirling down there. Cowboys are on a run, huh? 2 in a row.
Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Looking good.
Yeah, we're not talking about Dallas.
Detroit Lions.
Lions look good. We got some football this weekend we can talk about.
Stover catches the kick at his own 8. He's going to be on the right side of the field, comes across left. He'll get all the way out to the 16 before he's brought down. And Pirate offense needs to get something going.
Well, we do. And yeah, I was going to say, as we talked about in the pregame, but nobody heard it, so we really haven't talked about it. this Lexington team puts up a lot of points. So it was going to be important tonight for the post drives ending in touchdowns. So you don't want to, we don't need turnovers. You never need them. But tonight, certainly, you don't want to give Lexington extra possessions. And you don't need to be ending drives with punts or field goals. So, yeah, we're gonna have to score some points because the last few games, some of those scores you were calling off, they definitely know how to score points in bunches.
Lexington having outscored their opponents all year long by a large margin as this inside give to Stover is met at the line of scrimmage and finally thrown backwards. They'll give him the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down and 10. And Rusty's talking about the turnovers there, post already down in the turnover column. And this one having that one interception that kind of was like a punt. It was just on second down, which wasn't needed there.
Right, and that's not, that's not normal for the Pirates. We don't do that. We don't turn the ball over, so that's unusual. So we can get that fixed. But right now, there's just not a lot of space to run, especially up the middle.
We're going to try the left side this time. At Stover has the edge, turns
There
upfield
you
20,
go.
25,
There you go.
30, out close to the 40-yard line before he goes down. And that's the bright spot for the offense. There's been a turnover, and that you said is a kind of an anomaly here. But Stover's had some luck
Woo.
on the left side of the offense.
Well, that time we did a good job setting the edge on the left, and he was able to get around to the side. And as we know, he's got the same kind of breakaway speed. So once he had that space in front of him, he's able to turn it upfield and for a nice pickup.
First and 10 Pirates from their own 39-yard line. We have 2:07 left in the first quarter. Pirates trailed the Lexington Eagles 7-0 here in the first. Back on either side of Luna. Stover will follow Latham and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nothing up the middle that time. It just is. He just doesn't have a chance. As soon as he's got the ball, there's just green jerseys everywhere.
Talking about Daniel Widener, he's
He's
out
back
there
in.
on
Yep.
out there on that offensive
That's
line.
good to see. We need that big fella in there. He'll make some space for you.
Stover in motion to the right side. We will swing past it
Get
out,
down, ball.
flipped up, and falls incomplete. Dangerous.
Yeah, he just had some heat on that one, and it was a little bit high. And once it hits his hands, you worry because where is this deflection going to go?
Pirates trying to set that play up earlier with the fake to that play. Now going trying to hit it, and Stover did his best just to get his right hand up in the air and get a hand on it, but falling incomplete will bring up third down and 10 from the Pirate 39. Big third down.
It really is. This is big. We've got to keep moving these chains.
Major Luna snaps, going to roll to his right, looking to the right side. He throws it. It's knocked down incomplete.
Yeah, the defender just made a great break on the ball. He rolls around to his right, and he's got Neudorfer over there for what we've gotten used to seeing as a pitch and catch. But with the closing speed on that defender, he was able to get there and knock it down. So now, unfortunately, we're going to have to give it right back to the Eagles. Eagles, right?
Eagles.
Yeah, because that blow up thing they got, that's a dangerous looking bird.
Raptor, some kind of raptor.
Yeah, it looked rougher than an eagle.
Luna's back there to punt. Quick
Bounce.
one step and punt. It will take a Pirate bounce, but the return man will take it one hop and he'll bring it up the field across close to the 40 of his own side of the field as Lexington will take over there and just inside a minute left in the first quarter, but maybe going the other way here in the second quarter will be what the Pirates need. We need a spark somewhere.
Well, we do. This is certainly a defense that can do that. We saw it last week time and time again. I mean, the offense came out and, throwing haymakers early and got up that 15-point lead, but then we had to rely on the defense for basically 3 quarters after that, and they did the job. So we know they're capable of doing it.
Two receivers stacked up to the left side, a single man to the right. And they're just going to try the left side, and we met in the middle, get a Lexington surge, and get across the 45 to the 46.
Well, it's clear until we stop it, they're going to keep doing the same thing. So we're going to have to make them do something else.
And they're not going to until we do better.
Yeah, I wouldn't if I were them. There's no reason to at the moment, but we can fix it.
Now we're going to throw. Quick slant. Caught and met by DeHoyas as soon as he caught that heck of a catch by number 13 for Lexington, Weston Bear. Goodness.
Yeah, he did make a good catch because he took a really hard lick as soon as the ball got to him. The coverage wasn't bad. It's just a good timing pattern as he cuts in on the angle that he had on DeHoyas. But I mean, DeHoyas dropped a bomb on him, but he was still able to hang on to the ball.
I didn't think there was any chance as the time expires in the first quarter. We'll switch into the fields. I didn't think there was any time or any chance that the Bear would hold on to that ball. DeHoyas in good position. That's just a good timing route for an 11-1 team. They get better here.
Yeah.
Head coach for Lexington, Kurt Muhl, Muhl.
Mull.
Muhl.
Yeah, it's a coin toss.
Kurt.
Yeah, to us, yeah. We're friendly. We like to keep it casual.
All right, we're going to start the second quarter. The Pirate defense will run out there, and they're behind 7-0, which is maybe the first time all year.
I was going to say I can't remember the last time, and that's something. Yeah, they've definitely spoiled us because we're not used to that.
We're going to try the left side of the offense on a run play here for Lexington. Good coverage by the defense. They stop him after a gain of 1. He gets to the 45-yard line of Post, but that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, much better job by the defense that time, shutting down the running lane. So he didn't have anywhere to go. So we need more. We want to see more of that.
Trying to see the name of our other linebacker here. We got Larson Juke out there, and I can't see the other one over here. As we're going to do another quick pass.
There we go.
That time Neudorfer's there to knock it away. Maybe early.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, that's just great defense. And he timed it perfectly, and he and the ball got there right at the same time, but he was able to get those arms in there, those long arms that he's got, and knock that ball down. So at least we've got him in 3rd and long here. But this is the chance that this defense needs to get off the field, so we got to stop them right here. Let's go, boys.
Drops back, looking to the left side. There's pressure. He throws it. He turns around and it's caught, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line as Jake Solansky was on coverage, jumps for it, and just went over the top of his hand.
I have absolutely no idea how he caught that ball. It was, as you said, the coverage was good. It was a little bit behind him. He was able to go up in the air and spin his body around to get his hands on it. I lining that up in the air, and when I saw him turn the other way, I didn't think there's any way he's going to get turned around to catch that.
Nope, I was already forming the words incomplete.
Yep.
We're going to run up the middle. That time met left side of that defense. Right side of that defense stopped him. Just inside the 5-yard line, it'll be spotted. It'll be 2nd and goal Lexington. They try to go up and add to their 7-0 lead in that defense, bowing its neck finally.
Yeah, you just have to, on a play like that, you just have to give them credit for making a nice catch. But, wow, I thought we were off the field.
Yep, and good coverage as the
coverage was good.
The safety, but then behind that, after he got away, still pursuing to be able to make this, make him earn it here. As the quarterback's going to tuck it and try to keep it up the middle. He does. He's going to be shy. He's going to be about the 3-yard line where it'll be about the 2. We'll bring up 3rd down and go from there.
Not quite sure. It looked like maybe he fumbled that. Not fumbled it, but kind of bobbled the snap a little bit there, and so there was a hesitation before he made his break. But as you said, it's going to set up 3rd and goal from about the 2.
10-10 in the first quarter. We're in Bastrop. Both Pirates trail Lexington Eagles 7-0. Lexington inside the Pirate 5. Straight give. Quarterback this time. He's in. Touchdown, Lexington.
Yep, just got behind that big offensive line, followed him right in.
These flags backwards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Scoreboard says, boom, that's a
Boy,
touchdown,
we're
baby.
nitpicking now. If that's what we're going to concentrate.
Well, I just wanted, I didn't know what
Yeah,
SHL was.
maybe when it goes back that way, it'll reverse
Straighten out.
itself. Hmm.
Let's see what happens. Kicker out for the extra point. High kick is
Yeah.
good. Wind was not a
Yeah.
factor.
Wasn't a win.
He kicked that one higher.
Yeah. Well, the big play on that drive was the big third down conversion because it looked like we had the play covered. The pass was high, it was behind him, and he's able to just contort his body to get spun around and get his hands on it for a nice pickup. But yeah, that was the chance the defense was looking for. You had them in third and long. You're wanting to get off the field, and unfortunately, they were able to pick up a big first down and then end up getting into the end zone. So again, uncharted waters. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been down 14 snap in the first half.
Just under 10 minutes left in the first half, and Pirates down by 2 scores. And it's not like the offense has nothing. They're getting chunk yardage with Stover on that left side of the offense.
Well, they have, and they have the one turnover, which is uncommon. I think you used a bigger word for it, but it's not something we're used to seeing. So you have the 7 points off of that, and yeah, the offense has done some good things. I mean, we've definitely had some chunk plays. The opportunities are there. We just have to sustain the drives and keep moving the chains and picking up first down.
I think you would say Lexington is winning the line of scrimmage on both sides.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Kick is caught by Clark, it
Wow.
looks like, and he tries to reverse fields, and he's met after no gain at the 15-yard line of post.
Sometimes fast guys won't hit you. They kind of just come up and bump you, a la Deion Sanders back in the day. These guys are not those guys. These guys are fast, and when they get there, they deliver a lick. There's some hard hitting going on.
Winner of this game will face Tidehaven in the regional finals as they beat Van Vleck earlier today. So Tidehaven awaits the winner, and if the Pirates have to come back to do this, it'll be a rematch for the rubber match after the last 2 years, them splitting. Left side of the offense, Stover tries to get the edge, gain of about 5.
Well, it definitely appears we're having more success when we can get to the edge and get on the outside than we have up the middle. That time, it's going to be a decent pickup on first down. I mean, 3 of those, it's first down every time.
That's the wildcat that we've seen before with Stover taking the snap and Major Luna lined out as a receiver. Stover gains they're going to spot him after 4. So he's about the 16-yard line of the Pirates, and they have 9:43 to drive. All their timeouts, but they got to go the length of the field.
Got man
Major
coverage.
empty backfield, looking downfield. He just throws it in the air. That's Newdorfer.
He's
That's
all
going to be
over
a
it.
flag.
He's getting it.
There it is.
He's
Everybody's
trying to find it.
everybody's throwing the flag. That was
Yeah.
incomplete pass, but pass interference against Lexington.
Yeah, I think that's one of those you're beat. So let me just go ahead and get my arms wrapped around you so it doesn't get any worse than this. And as we were correctly making our calls to help him out, yeah, he couldn't find his flag, but he was definitely trying to get it out.
And Newdorfer on that route Luna had put a lot of air under it, and looked like Newdorfer was just hurry up and come down.
Yeah. It's like one of those where he's trying to drop it in the peach basket, just over the top of the defender where only he can catch it. And I think that's exactly what was going to happen if he had not been interfered with.
All right, Latham and Stover on either side of Luna in the pistol. Give us to Stover. Met in the backfield, tackled for a loss. No?
He's still fighting. Yeah, great second effort. It didn't end up in much more yardage, but he at least prevented the loss because they had him in the backfield, and he was able to break a tackle and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm looking for my commercials that I'm required to play here. So I took my head down after I thought what was going to be a tackle, but Stover fights back to the line of scrimmage, and
Well, we got a lot going on.
it'll be
People think this is easy.
it. kind of easy.
Well, it's not
Not,
hard.
I mean, it's hard
I
to
mean,
be
we're
good.
doing it.
It's
I
hard to
mean,
be good at it.
yeah.
But
When we're not talking, that's two different things. We're not
yeah,
talking about that.
no. Luna looking downfield. He has time. He lets it
Come on,
go.
baby.
There's a one-handed
Oh!
catch. There's a flag down.
Uh,
It's caught inside the 10-5. One-handed spectacular grab there. And that's Stover as he gets up talking, but he does not know there's a flag, and it was thrown all the way back at midfield.
well, we're gonna have to wait on the flag before we get too excited. But no matter what happens here, you can't take anything away from that catch. That was absolutely spectacular. Holding on the defense, very nice.
Yeah, I was going to say if Major Luna, who's already downfield, helped to celebrate, so I think he knew that.
Yeah. Well, typically the refs are going to hold you up like they do. There's no reason to walk all the way down there. You're coming back. But hey, how about the time that Luna had that time looking for his receivers?
All day.
Yeah, he really did, and he put a beautiful pass on it. And I think it was a one-handed catch because he really only had one hand available because I think the other one had been grabbed. But man, what a spectacular catch! And then run after the catch for another 15 yards.
Inside give to Latham.
Get there.
He fights,
Get there.
Fights, still fighting. Gets to the 3. Looks for just inside the 3 before he's brought down. A good hard run by Bradley Latham.
It really was, and it looked like he might have a little more going there initially. I thought he was going to be able to get in the end zone, but they were able to drag him down. But it looked like we had a little more open space that time in the middle. But we got to get 6 here. We got to push this in.
Luna will pull it this time. He's pushed back in the backfield and thrown backwards. Loss of 2 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, I tell you what, whatever we did the play before to create space did not happen on that one. That was a wall of green jerseys that was in the backfield as soon as he had the snap.
$7:28 on the clock as it's moving closer to halftime. Pirates looking to score for the first time tonight as they trail 14-0. We're looking to pass in the end zone right side. Newdorf
got him.
Touchdown.
Nice.
Easy.
Made it look easy. Gets in the back corner of the end zone. He found his man. He had one-on-one coverage and just put it up there for one of the Twin Towers to go up and get it. And these big, tall receivers that we have, Newdorfer, Doogie, I mean, they do make it look easy.
Major Luna will be the holder. Robert Salinas looking to make it 7.
That a boy.
And he does it. That one
looked as good as anything we've seen tonight. Nice. All right, how about that? That's an answer. That's exactly what we needed right there. You come up with a spectacular catch. Great answer by the offense. Now let's get this post defense back out here and let's see what we've seen before, and let's get them off the field after 3 downs. Well, I guess it technically, but to be off the field, it'd be all 4 downs, but you know what I mean. Make them kick it on the 4th one.
Yeah, get the punt return team out there on 4th.
Correct. Well, yeah. So, okay, yeah, so I was right.
See. We have commercials on the big Jumbotron. We get to the 3rd round of the playoffs as we're used to. We talked about that tradition of playing on Thanksgiving weekend for some time, going back to the Ganado years.
Yeah.
Down in Cuero when we played that. I think that was one of the first times, and it was a big deal for the Pirates to play on Thankskiving.
It really was, because was that if I remember correctly, that's the first time, right?
For a while.
Yeah, since we've been doing this.
Correct.
And
haven't stopped.
No.
It's
so fun.
Much.
I
liked it so much. We'll keep doing this.
Yeah.
And now we're looking to get into December, and the winter will play into December, and Pirates still playing from behind here as we're going to kick off to Lexington with 7:14 left in the second quarter. But some life now on the offense, and the defense is going to have to kind of strengthen up here and stop this run. And Lexington's a good ball club. It's going to be tough to do that. Thought you were going to say something there. I thought I set you up really good.
Well, you did. Yeah, it was there to be had, but he was about to kick off. I didn't want to get in the way of the play, which I've now done.
Kick return from
over.
the 15-yard line and out to the 25-yard line where he's tackled by a couple of sophomores, Walker Stevens and Bradley Latham. They're on the kick coverage. So 1st and 10 coming up for Lexington. They're from their own 25, and Rusty's calling for the 3 and out. I'm going to vote for that too.
Yeah.
I second that.
Well, and the defense definitely showed us some better stuff on that last possession. So I mean, we at least had them in 3rd and long. It took up a spectacular play by them to pick up the first down. So um, let's just see more of that, and we'll just finish the job this time.
Aiden Reed, Daniel Widener, and Jared Padilla across the defensive line up front. They're going to get pressure. It's a screen pass. That's why the pressure was allowed. And it's kind of tackled as he gets a gain of about 6, and not bad from what it looked like at the beginning there.
No, it's not. And he did a good job of just backpedaling, and he had Widener in his face with the hands up. I thought he might be able to knock that ball down. He wasn't able to, and he dropped it right over behind him for a nice pickup on the screen.
Gain of 6. Ball's out to the 31-yard line of Lexington. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 with 6:40. Going to be harder to get that 3 and out, but have all the confidence here to cause a loss here. It's not going to happen. First down up the middle and then some as he gets close to the 46-yard line before he's finally bottled up.
Well, there's just a big opening right off the bat, and then he's just able to shimmy and juke his way for another 8 yards after that in open space. So
Tackle made there by
Yeah.
Colin Ramzinski, a senior that went down with an injury earlier in the year, and it was not sure if he was going to be able to help the Pirates in the playoffs. And there he was on that tackle as a quick out pass to the right side, and he looks to make a man miss. Gets in the air as he goes across midfield into Pirate territory. Is going to be a gain of 6.
Well, and that was set up by the block on the outside, because if not for that, we could have gotten him in the backfield. But the wide receiver out there did a good job of setting the block for allowed him to get behind it.
Ball's just across the Pirate side of the field here at the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 5. They backed him up a yard. Inside give. He had a ton of speed coming through there. Met in the middle by Larson Juke. Gain of about 4. And as he finally pushes in Lexington offensive line, shows up to help him get that first down, and just a scrum there.
It was. And they just did a good job of keeping their legs moving. And he was short initially, but they ended up picking up the first down.
Pirates trail 14-7. Lexington driving here with 5 minutes left in the half. He's looking to throw right side. He will. Lots of air underneath it, and there's a flag that comes out. That doesn't look, incomplete.
Wow. Well, I certainly don't like the location of where this flag was thrown, because you tend to believe that's either going to be a hold or interference. So they're going to call a hold on the defense. But
that was
must have happened before I looked over there.
Newdorf on man coverage, and the guy must have given him a double move.
Because I didn't see the hold, but it could have already happened.
Flag came in from behind the defensive backs, way back closer to the end zone there, and he can back judge will retreat back to that spot. But 1st and 10 Lexington from the Pirate 33. Run this time, left side, met at the line of scrimmage and drugged down. And that is what we need there from Ethan Kopetsky as he comes up from that safety spot, playing in part because of the injury to his brother, Nate Kopetsky, who was injured and out for this game.
Well, good job to string that along, not allowing him to turn upfield right away like we've seen them do previously. So that definitely limits the damage if you can get him going sideways.
Second down and 6. Run, easy run up the middle. Wow. Nobody's going to touch him. Almost untouched into the end zone. Lexington goes up 2 scores again.
Yeah, and that's another one of those that would have been a touchdown flag football. Untouched. Just a big hole right up the middle.
4:19 left in the first half. That makes it 20-7 as the Pirates trail the Eagles of Lexington. And one turnover here in this game so far was a interception by Major Luna on a miscommunication there that it looked like, and Lexington turned that into the first score as the extra point is up and good, and that kicker just getting warmer and warmer. Oh, that's no good. There's no good on that extra point. So it's remained 20-7, and That turnover, and then Lexington that got them started, and they really hadn't stopped.
Well, they haven't, and that was a good answer by the Eagles. I mean, we finally felt like we had gotten some momentum back in this game after the really nice catch and run after the catch over there where we get 6, and cut this to a one score game. And yeah, it was a quick answer. Went right back down the field.
One thing the Pirate team has both on both sides of the ball this year that they haven't always had is depth. And you're seeing that tonight. I don't think we're here tonight if we don't have that depth because
Hmm.
you're one and you're two and you're three deep and you're four deep in some spots now,
Hmm.
and we're just filling those holes. But like we're saying, the middle of that defense has got some injuries to it, and Lexington look like they're taking advantage of that so far. We're going to need that depth back behind there to step up. Um, and it just looked too easy there running up the middle.
Well, and you're right, and we've talked about the difference between putting together a team and building a program, and that's what Coach Luna and his staff have done. We have a program here where we have that kind of depth.
Kick return here by Jacob Clark runs it out to the 30, about a 15-yard kick return. Not bad field position here for the Pirates. They're going to have 4:14. I believe they have all three timeouts. They do, as does Lexington. No timeouts have been called yet. And hey, close it to 20-14 wouldn't be too bad going into half.
Well, it wouldn't, and yeah, they get the ball to start the second half, don't they?
No,
We do.
yep,
Okay.
nope, we don't.
I didn't
We
think
don't.
so.
They
Yeah.
want to toss
Yeah,
it.
I was hoping. Yeah, well, I was thinking, how about a 4-minute drive here, go score, and then get the ball to start the second half. But we still need the score, so let's do that. Let's just start with that.
First and 10 Pirates from their own 30. Luna will.
That's the
It's a direct
Wildcat.
snap to Stover. Yep, Wildcat Luna was lined out here on the right side. You got to feel like if we, the deeper we go, they're setting something up with that Wildcat.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Can Stover throw the ball?
I don't know. He's an athlete. Looks like he could.
That gain out to the 33-yard line. Going to make it second down and 7. Clock ticks inside 4. We're in Bastrop. Pirates trail Lexington 20-7. How about this press block?
No, this is nice, especially going from not knowing they had a spot for us, and then they put us in the penthouse.
Gain of 2 on that inside run across the 35 will bring up third down in about 4.
Does look like they're wanting to cut some costs on heating.
Cool.
It's not cold, but it's
Not heated.
it's
Luna will pull it, throw it out to the flats. It's picked off. It's going the other way. Intended for De Hoyos, and that's going to be a pick 6 Lexington, and that's exactly opposite of everything that we just lined out.
It is. That ball was just late, and the defender made. I don't know about late, but the defender made it look late with the kind of break he got on it. So we'll give him the credit and put it that way. But man, he just had a great break on the ball, and yeah, once he had it, there was nobody in front of him. There's nothing between him and the end zone.
That's Brock
And
Herring on that pick 6 for
yeah,
defense.
and now you're digging yourself a hole. So
That makes it 26-7, and the Pirate sides on the other side, Pirate fans on the other side of the field, sitting on their hands right now. Both to keep warm as the extra point is up, and this one is good, so it'll be 27-7. No, it's backwards, man. I don't know what that is. That needs work. Inside 3 minutes,
well, that's the only thing that does.
and the 2 turnovers
Yes.
here are part of the story here, but the
It is.
Lexington offense is just doing everything that they want so far here in the first half.
Oh, it's true. I mean, you definitely have to give credit where credit's due, and the turnovers have definitely hurt us. There's no question about it. But when Lexington's had the ball, I mean, they've been very efficient with it, and they've definitely been able to move it. So, well, we talked about it coming into the game. We were going to have to put points on the board and end drives with touchdowns, and so far we just haven't been able to do that. And we'll see if we can get that turned around on this drive. But yeah, they've done a good job so far.
Gotta feel as quick as Herring jumped on that route that out and up over here is open for
Uh-huh.
DeHoyas.
I like it.
He was all over that.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely committed. That's a double move. He's in trouble.
This is DeHoyas on the kick return. Nothing doing is that we catch it on the right side of this kick return. He's still up as he pushes that pile out close to the 24-yard line. We catch it on the right side of the kick return team, and we try to run across field, and Lexington too fast for that.
They are, and you can see it. It's all they've got speed at lots of different positions.
I understand the kick coverage is probably that's where the blocks are set up, and that's where we're trying to get. And DeHoyas is not a slow guy at all.
Oh, heck no.
He's a little speedster too, but once you get to that spot, I don't know where if the blocks were set up, they're not there by the time he gets there.
No. No, sometimes the the guys with the other jerseys just don't want to be blocked.
You can do that.
Yes.
1st and 10 from the Pirates' own 23. Luna gives to Stover. Left side.
There we
Plenty of room.
go.
Bust it, Stover. He's got a man to beat, and he gets by him.
Go,
Now it's
baby.
a foot race.
Go,
30,
baby.
25. He got the angle, pushes him out of bounds inside the 18-yard line.
Well, like on cue, like we had rehearsed it, we just saw the speed we're talking about. That's the same kind of speed we've been bragging about with Lexington. Stover just showed us, because as soon as he saw a little bit of daylight and he hit that hole, it was going to be a foot race between him and the end zone. And he must. Well, I know we started backwards, and I was getting a little concerned, but he had stepped out on the 19.
That's John Williams, the senior for Lexington, that had the angle on him and was able to push him out of bounds. But inside the red zone here, Pirates, 2:37 and all 3 timeouts, as we're going to burn one now. Is that us or Lexington? Lexington will burn their first. So, big run and there's life, right? No quit.
Oh, absolutely not. And and when I say you're digging a hole, that doesn't mean there's give up or there's quit. It just means
grab a shovel.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's get out of it, because we're going to have to do something right now, and don't let this get any worse. And that's exactly what the Pirates have done. That's a huge response when they could have got their heads down and gotten a little bit discouraged, and they didn't do that. And that was a well executed run play. And man, that dude can scoot.
And so far, the offense tonight for Poth has gone through Stover, both in the run game and the pass game, with an excellent one-handed grab on the sideline there. And Lexington does not have an answer for Stover, and he's going to be tired at the end of the night, but we're going to have to feed that boy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if something's working, you stick with it. And you're right. I mean, that it's been, I think there's been more opportunities on the outside than so far than on the inside. But and you talked about it earlier, we may be setting something up for later. But yeah, we're gonna ride him as long as he can keep us in the saddle.
Sprinkle in a few passes to Neudorfer there, and that's the entire offense. Stover and Neudorfer, and if the Pirates, you're kind of used to those names. That's been the offense all year. But there's more weapons. You got DeHoyas. You mentioned Doogie earlier. We got Doogie's in there now, tall number 10, and you go Neudorfer on one side and Doogie on the other. Doogie lines up at tight end, and Neudorfer's going to be on the left side as the backs on either side of Luna. Inside give, Stover, nothing doing, met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back.
Yeah. Looked like there was going to be an opening there. It just closed quickly. But yeah, and we've talked about it last week. I mean, we've talked about it, every round of the playoffs. There's playmakers all over the field, and that's one of the advantages this Poe team has had, maybe over some of the ones in the past, where a defense could concentrate on one player or a couple of players, and you can't do that with this Poe team because he does have a lot of options.
Stover will be in the backfield with Luna. We're going to throw it to Doogie. He makes the man miss.
Cue.
Touchdown, Waylon Doogie.
And the other twin tower comes through. And excellent route. Just set down in the open space, made the catch with the little, looked like the guy had a hand on him, but just fought him off and got it in the end zone. And that is a huge response from this Poth offense. That's big.
You kick it away or you try to onside kick?
I don't know. It's a really good question. I'll have to think about that.
Well, we just give the defense a break if we can get one. If not, pin him in really bad spot.
Yeah.
There's a flag.
Whoa! It's like a popcorn machine. There's flags everywhere.
Extra point was good. You'll see what the flag is. I don't think if you backed him up, it's going to matter.
Well, I don't know. They've been methodical in their drives. So I mean, well, I say that, and then they've also made some big plays. So they've done it both ways.
Personal foul against the Pirates, and they hit the center. Can't touch the center on a deep snap.
And so I think you just kick it deep, and you have the defense come out and make a stand. That's what I say.
Extra point.
I think you got a better chance of that than and executing the onside kick.
Extra point makes it 27-14 by Salinas, and
And and with that, here comes the onside kick.
and we-
My
they're
excellent,
talking about it.
yeah.
They're
Well, I just know how my record with my expert analysis has gone so far.
well, Lexington is set up for a kick return. They don't have the hands team, and they're normal kick return, so Lexington's not expecting it, which means
I'm wrong as usual.
155 on the clock here in the first half. Pirates behind. The Eagles 27-14. Something out of the ordinary for most Pirates that have been watching this program. You lined it out very well in tradition to play on Thanksgiving, which wasn't always that way, but winning is part of that tradition and kind of different for the Pirates to be on this side of this game so far. But lots of life in that offense with Stover, Newdorfer, and now Doogie in the mix. We will onside kick it. It will pop up. He get the post bounce, and he's going to fall.
Oh.
No, they're still alive.
Oh, come on, baby.
The post sideline
Point.
said it's post ball. It is.
Oh my goodness. How about that?
Well, I think that was hey, if they don't line up with the hands team, kick it. If they do line up, kick it out far. No,
Well, just
you have the read option on the kick.
yeah, I guess you do. The kick read option. Yeah, that's fantastic. And for all the reasons that I said, you should kick it deep. Forget about that. We just kicked the onside kick.
Hey, and it wasn't a 10-yard onside kick.
Oh no, that was
It's to the
that was
26-yard
super
line.
clever. Yeah. But to your credit, you got that bounce. The bounce you always talk about on an onside kick. You got to get the big hop, and he got it. And I think initially a Lexington player had an opportunity to cover it up and just couldn't control it. And he got his hands on it, but then on the second ricochet, somehow the Pirates came up with it. So
Pirates go quick, looking to Stover left side as they're in that jumbo package, heavy set to the left side, but nothing doing as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. A minute 42. Pirates have all three timeouts left here in the first half, and man, that was a
well, it's a great call and great execution because yeah,
give Salinas some credit there, the kicker who did execute first year kicker, right? He hadn't been kicking for 3 years. He's a
right,
senior, but he
right.
hadn't been with us on this football team for all these years, and that's a heck of an execution there. Pass to the end zone.
Oh, come on. Yep, we got it. We got it.
Flags everywhere as Newdorfer looked like he was tangled up, but they're going to call presumably interference against Lexington, and that was Herring, the guy that had the pick six earlier.
Yeah, I think we're either going to get. Yeah, I think we're going to have interference. If not, it's definitely a hole. But I believe it's going to be interference. Nope, it's a hole. Well, I am on my game tonight. I am in playoff form, baby.
A minute 11 on the clock in the first half. Pirates just recovered the onside kick, looking to cut into the 27-14 lead. Whatever, Sid. Sid rating us. We're not looking for ratings, Mr. Ortiz. Inside give. Stover wrapped up and tackled for a loss. And Poth will call their first timeout. A minute and 5 left in the game. 27-14. Pirates trail. Threatening to score here as they have the ball second and 11 from their own 16. 17.
Well, we have an opportunity for a monumental momentum shift here. If we can get this ball in the end zone before the end of the first half, where you come up with two scores within the last couple of minutes, after you had gotten yourself in what looked like it was going to be a really tough situation, down 27-6. So No, that's not right. 27-7. Um, but anyway, yeah, this could be a really really great thing to go into the halftime with if we can finish this. Let's
Lexington.
get one of these twin towers out on the outside.
I like Luna to pull it and keep it and scramble it.
Ooh,
Hadn't seen that
no,
much, right?
no.
I haven't seen him. I think his last rushing touchdown. I'll get to the line here. I know he had a big one at Carn City, and I don't. There's had to have been one other one, but not many. So second and 11 play here coming up. Minute 5 left in the first half. Pirates trail 27-14 to Lexington.
We moved.
We did move. There's flags are thrown. We throw it to the middle of the
And we caught it.
edge of the end zone, and it was a touchdown
That was
grab that was caught, but flags. So it's going to back the Pirates up, remain second down, and be about second down and 16. They need to get to about the just inside the 7-yard line to get a first down, and their ball's going to be spotted at the 23. Good news is no time ticked off the clock. Screen pass. Stover
Nope.
met as soon as he caught it and just gets back to the line of scrimmage, which is still behind the chains.
No, the defense that time sitting there waiting on that one. They were not fooled with the screen.
Now I think you got to find one of your big receivers, the Towers.
Yeah, this is definitely not what we were hoping for after the PI call. You end up in third and really long here, and this Lexington defense has been tough. So this is going to be an important call that we come up with here.
Pirates call timeout. Go ahead, Rusty.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, this is just I'll be real interested to see what we dial up here, but this is obviously this. You got to believe you're in 2-down range, correct? I mean, I'm sorry, 2 downs left, 4-down territory here, don't you think?
Yeah, I think where the ball's spotted, I don't think you want Salinas to go out there and try to get you 3 up there to make it a 10-point game. I think you
Right.
probably try to get.
So you got 2
half
downs
here?
to pick this. Yes, that's kind of where I was going with it. You don't need all 15 here or 16. But you do need some positive yardage.
And we won't have the Towers up there. We're only going to have Newdorfer, and you're going to have De Hoyos and Clark out here on the right side. Stover to the top. I lied. Doogie's way out on the left side there, near the Pirate line of scrimmage.
I like his matchup.
He's the only one on the left side. Let's see how much Major Luna likes his. Now we're going to run Stover out to his side. He'll get set. Looking right. Now middle of the field.
Come on.
That's Stover! In and
Oh!
out of his hands as it was bobbled around by the
Ah.
defender first, and then Stover, and just couldn't grab it. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I love the play call. He got behind the defender. He was open. The pass was on the money. The defender just made a last ditch effort to try and get his hands up and just barely deflected the ball, and he still almost came up with the catch off the ricochet. But oh man, in the air that looked good. That looked like a touchdown.
We're going to go in the same set here. Doogie up top. Actually, the Pirates are going to call their third timeout.
Yep.
So they're going to burn their last timeout. Talk about this as they trail 27-14 with 40 seconds left in the first half. Lexington clicking on all cylinders so far and benefiting from 2 Pirate interceptions, 2 interceptions from Major Luna, turning both of those, one immediately into 6 and then one on a drive that led to 6. And that's where we are, but the Pirates are fighting back and trying to close this within a score here.
What in the world is on that jumbotron?
Wrestler with a mask. Big man. All right. Pirates facing a 4th and 16 from their 22. They need to get to the 7. Same set that we just ran with the throw up the middle to Stover. Luna's an empty set. He's going to drop back under pressure now. Rolls right, throws off his back foot in the middle of the field. Caught!
Oh my gosh!
Touchdown, Newdorf!
He got it!
Holy, hey!
Woo!
Why?
I don't know, man.
Just throw it up.
Just throw it up. He was running for his life. There was pressure up the middle on the snap that was unblocked. And so he had a green jersey right in front of him. And how about the arm strength to be running backwards off your back foot and to get it all the way down to the end zone? And which one of the big fellas came up with that catch?
Newdorf.
Beautiful catch in traffic.
Extra point. Just
Oh
sneaked
my
inside
gosh.
the left upright. And 20. Pirates come all the way back. Now have 27-21. They trail Lexington, but that's a big. The momentum is now in favor of the Pirates.
Well, it is, and it has been for the last probably 3 minutes of the first half because you got the touchdown, you get the onside kick, and then 4th and forever, and you're able to come up with basically what amounted to a Hail Mary that Neudorfer is able to come up with the catch and get in the end zone. That's I would say that's a huge momentum boost for the Pirates.
And what a throw by Luna to put it.
Oh, I'm not kidding you.
Make a spot where Nick has to jump up for it.
Yep. I have no idea how he was able to get that much on the throw with the pressure he was under and the direction his body was going. It's not like he set his feet and stepped into the throw. That was impressive.
He was scrambling, and it kind of looked like he was throwing it away, only that it was to the middle of the field, so you knew that, hey, this is all we got at this point, and it was plenty.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Well, I give him all the credit in the world for not giving up on the play because there's plenty of kids that would have just tucked that ball and tried to run it.
We'll kick it away to this, taking it to 17. Now up the middle, and it's going to be met there as he crosses the 30 at about the 32-yard line. As we're trying to keep him up and strip it, but they're going to call him down at the 32, and they're going to have 24 seconds left. And hey, you're going to have to make a tackle here. It's not going to be just close up shop.
You absolutely do because we've seen the playmakers in those green jerseys at work so far in this first half. So you definitely don't want to let your guard down here and let somebody get behind you.
Lexington has 2 timeouts, but I don't know. I was going to say you got to think they're going to be content to go to the locker room with the lead and take the knee, but they've been explosive here.
I don't expect them to do that.
Case Evans is the junior quarterback, and they're going to at least be conservative and run.
Nice.
As it's met by Neville, comes up with a tackle there after a gain of 1, and clock's ticking at 14.
Yeah, he just swallowed him up as soon as that handoff was made. Now it definitely looks like they're just going to be content to go to halftime. Well, I tell you what, my friend, I'll take that. That's the way to finish that.
That is the way to come back and close that gap to a 27-21 Lexington lead here at the half. And Pirates have done a heck of a job to stay in this one after the 2 turnovers, and they're going to put 28 minutes left on the halftime clock. So we'll be back about 25 minutes from now. Whatever time that is, set your timer for 25. We'll come back, reset the first half from Bastrop as we leave you with this commercial. Don't know why the mute button didn't work for the music. Back about a minute and a half from the kick, second half kick here in Bastrop as the Pirates have come back late in the first half, but still trail Lexington Eagles 27-21. And a couple turnovers, interceptions that the Pirates committed. Lexington turned into points, but the momentum there at the end turned towards the Pirates' way, Rusty.
No, there's no question about it. The Eagles have gotten up 27-7. The As you said, the turnovers had contributed to that. They've gotten 14 points off of them, and so they dug themselves a little bit of a hole. But man, those last 2 minutes, you talk about a shift in momentum. It was incredible. The Pirates get a big play on offense. They're able to get the ball in the end zone. Then you get the onside kick and recover it. And first of all, it's a gutsy call to begin with, and then you execute it perfectly, and then get 7 more on one of the most incredible fourth down conversions you're ever going to see. Um, yeah, that was a big swing for a couple of minutes at the end of the first half.
Pirates hope that momentum continues here in the second half as they try to get to the regional finals next week as Tidehaven awaits the winner of this game. And if you're a football fanatic, don't miss out on the opportunity to be a part of Texas football history where dreams are realized, legends are born, and where unforgettable moments unfold before your very eyes. Mark your calendars for the UIL State Football Championships, December 18th through 21st at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where the best teams from 6-man to 6A leave it all on the field in hopes of being named champion. For the latest updates and ticket information, head over to uiltexas.org/football. Again, that's uiltexas.org/football. Rusty, Pirates have been in that game before, and they look to be again, but they've got a little bit of an upward battle here facing them this game.
Well, there's no question the work's still cut out for them. This is, yeah, we talked about it during the half. I believe this is one of the best teams I've seen this year that in person, and I just based on sheer speed and athleticism. So yeah.
Short kick from Salinas, caught at the 20, returned outside the 40, straight up the middle to about the 42-yard line, and Lexington a little pumped up as they'll get the ball here first in the second half. And defense of Pirates as Daniel Widener comes out with his defensive front. That's a good sign.
That's a very good sign.
But a lot of work here as defense has struggled somewhat in the running game to stop the running game here in the first half. See what happens round two.
Yeah, I agree. I'm curious to see what adjustments we've made during the halftime break.
We're going to run up the middle. We dodged the face mask, but Daniel Widener there about 2 yards into that run will grab him and wrestle him down. And I think Pirates didn't really grab on, but kind of slapped the face mask as he went by.
Yeah, maybe. And it's a good stop. I don't want to take anything away from that, but man, we had a chance for a tackle in the behind the line of scrimmage. If we could have finished that, that could have really been a good start to this drive.
Katara and Juke back there at linebacker for the Pirates. 2nd down and 8 play coming up. He's going to drop back and throw. That's Evans looking to throw across the middle. Incomplete as it was off the receiver's hands.
Well, he had space, as you said. He's coming across the middle. He was in open space. He just overthrew him just a tad. But here's the opportunity that we're talking about that we wanted to see early, and that's a chance for the Post defense to get off the field and come up with a stop here.
3rd down and 8. Ball's going to be at the Lexington 42-yard line. Empty backfield for Evans.
Here comes
They're
the
going to run
pressure.
that screen,
Woo!
and the pressure made him throw it incomplete as it wasn't even close to the intended receiver.
Well, yeah, that's again. I don't know how it's uncanny how many times they've called a screen when we brought heavy pressure, but that time the pressure was just too much. That was a wall of white jerseys right in front of him. He had no chance of getting that pass off. Had to just throw it in the ground to keep from taking a big loss. And the defense did exactly what we were hoping they would do and come up with a stop on the first drive coming out of the half.
So Lexington will send the punt team out. He's looking to run. Now he'll kick as he ran to the right side, scrambled a little bit. Watch out. Get the ball away from everybody as
Yeah.
it bounces at the 22-yard line, takes a Lexington bounce. gonna be down at the 18. I don't know what was happening there.
I don't either. I don't know if they lost it, but yeah, that could have been that could have been a disaster if that ball takes a bad bounce and ricochets off somebody's leg.
DeHoyas and Stover were back there to return that. It bounced just away from Stover, and then looked like they let it bounce a little too close.
Yeah, it was too close for comfort, that's for sure.
All right, so Pirate offense and Major Luna will come out on the field for the first time in the second half. And man, I hope they pick up right where they left off
No doubt about it.
from their own side of the field at their own 18, first and 10. Back on either side, give us to Stover. He's going to cut back across the middle, and that defensive line just tough for Lexington.
It is, and I don't that I didn't see any more space up the middle that time than we've seen pretty much this entire game thus far. So yeah, running up the middle's been tough against this front set for Lexington.
Newdorf will line out to the right side. Pirates are going to make some substitutions as DeHoyas now comes in. He's going to join Newdorfer over to the right side. Late substitution for Lexington as both teams can sub. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, seconds, I say, on the play clock as Luna gets everybody set. 2, 1. They'll snap it. He's going to look to throw. Their flag is thrown and the play's blown dead.
Wow. I really thought we had gotten that off before it went to 0. But apparently not. Or did we call a timeout before
I
it went
think
to
they're
0?
pointing this. I think that the flag's going to go against Lexington, and that's why the coach has got his headset off, the Lexington coach. Nope, there's no flag. They were held for substitution, is what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it again.
Second down and 9. Pirates substituted not really too late, but with Lexington having the chance to sub, they also did, and they just kind of drained that. I'm not sure why they blew that dead. I think miscommunication on the umpires or the referees is Stover around the left edge, gain of about 4 as he runs out of bounds, and going to bring up third and short.
Well, it's a nice pickup, and we've talked about it. They've definitely had more success trying to get the ball on the outside versus going up the middle. And once again, got us about halfway to what we need for the first down with that run.
So it's going to bring up third and 5. 2 rushing plays so far for Stover to this drive. Gained a total of 5 yards, and now as the clock ticks inside 10 minutes in the third, we're looking for a first here as the ball is going to be spotted from the Pirate 25. Luna in motion or in trouble, throws it away out in the flats out there. Doogie was the only one around, but there's too much pressure coming up the middle for Lexington.
It was. The Eagles that time just repaid the favor. They just brought heavy pressure. No time for him to even look downfield to see if a receiver was open or not. He just had to get rid of the ball to keep from taking the loss. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give it right back to him.
Major Luna out there to punt. Nate Kopetsky, the Pirates punter for most of the season. We spoke about him not being able to go this game. Almost faked it like he wanted to run it, and then he's going to kick this away. It's caught at the 45 of Lexington and rode out of bounds by Jacob Clark as he crosses midfield. And it's going to be first and 10 Lexington from the Pirate 47.
I wonder if we thought he had fair caught that because it looked like we kind of just slowed up there at the end. And then when he grabbed it, he just took off.
Surprised that he was.
Yeah. I thought, whoa.
All right, so Pirates going to have to come out for the second time in the second half here on defense and try to end up with the same result as the 3 and out that they caused the first time around. First and 10 from midfield. Wide receiver pass out, quick out to the right side, and he gets close to the 10 yards needed for the first as he's run out of bounds on the right side.
Well, we've seen that earlier in the game. It's a pass out in the flat. The receiver is your blocker. He does a nice job setting that block once again. So after the catch, he's able to pick up additional yardage to set him up second and short.
kind of in the I formation. They'll give it to the back as he gets across the 35 to the 33-yard line, and that's going to move the sticks as we get 9 minutes left. Lexington up 27-21 on the Pirates.
Well, and he's definitely a power type runner, but he's shifty as well. I mean, he's got some moves, and that's tough. Stopping him, keeping him from getting a yard is a tall order.
I said the I, but there was only one back there, so it wasn't that. They'll run the same. Two receivers stacked up on the left side. Give this time looking for the left edge. Met as he gets to that edge across the 30. A late flag comes from behind the Lexington team here at midfield, and it's going to be a personal foul face mask against the Pirates.
Well, that's not something we wanted to see. And that's another thing that we're not used to seeing. The Pirates don't commit a lot of penalties. So that's a bad time for that one because that's a big one.
That's going to move the chains all the way inside the 20, still going close to the 15-yard line, and that's where it's going to be snapped for Lexington at the Pirate 15 and 8:28 left and the lead, and Lexington looking to add on even more. Evans hands it off. An easy gain of 5 as he gets to the 10-yard line, and they're just not getting into him early enough.
No, and this is what we were seeing early in the game. The Lexington offensive line's just doing a good job of opening up running lanes for these running backs to follow and their space. And so 3, 4, 5 yards a pop is they're making it look pretty easy.
They're going to run again. He cuts back to the right side. He's got a gap, but it closes quickly as he's tackled close to the 5-yard line, and they're going to spot him. Nope. They're going to spot him just short. So it'll be a third down play and short.
Yeah, he kind of did the okey doke. It looked like he was going to tell him to move the chains.
Third down and maybe a full yard. I'll snap from the left hash. And try to run it up the middle. He's got the first. Easy get in. Balls almost looked like the ball came loose, but they said he was down, and he's spotted inside the 1 where it's going to be first and goal.
Well, just tough running up the middle.
Single man lined out to the left side. Everybody jumped overloaded to the left side of the offensive line. Quarterback's going to run right behind him, jump over and in. Kind of hope that ball comes free, but it doesn't. As Lexington's able to get it in there and get to 33 on the scoreboard with 6:49 left in the third. Pirates have 21.
Well, that was a good answer by the Eagles. They took the ball methodically on that drive right down the field, and quarterback just finishes off with just the old dive right over the top of the pile. But I'm with you. Sometimes those can get a little dicey with that ball, the potential for that ball to come get slapped out of there, but unfortunately not on that one.
They show as if they're going for 2. I thought there would have been. They weren't set, I guess. I thought there would have been a flag as there was motion early. But the extra points have come easy. I guess they're trying to get that one back.
Yeah, the clock ran out. I think it was the same late sub deal where they subbed and then we ran somebody out there late and they held it up. Clock went to 0.
They're going to back them up and they'll send the extra point team out there, and that's Kevin Nava, who was warming up at halftime and making easy field goals from what distance, Rusty?
45 ish.
45 ish, and he was kicking one after another. Maybe missed one and no more than that. And this extra point has plenty, and it's right up the middle, and that'll make it 34-21. So they tried to get that. They wanted showing 2-point conversion, try to make it a 14-point lead. They're going to tack on the extra point instead, where it's going to be 34-21, and Pirates are going to get the ball back, and they're going to have to do something different than they did the last time.
They are, and this is your first real gut check for the second half because now you're down 2 scores again, so you certainly wanna answer that one as quickly as you can to get this back to a one-score game. So, let's see what the Pirates dial up.
Pirate crowd on the far side looking for something to get excited about. Cheerleaders all bundled up. It's probably dropped into the 50s. Pretty cold. Getting pretty cold when the wind makes it even worse if you're out there. It's cold on the post sideline colder than it is on the Lexington sideline.
Yeah, it is a little colder when you're behind.
De Hoyos is going to try to run that across the 25, just barely gets there on this kick return. About the 27. He gets up a little slow, but he runs off to the sideline. And maybe some more Newdorfer
Yeah, yep.
and Doogie.
I like it. I was just going to say, I like what we've been able to do occasionally in the passing game. Obviously, you want to be throwing the ball all over the field all the time, but there's definitely been some opportunities there. Maybe we can take advantage of one.
And if you do want to throw the ball, I like our quarterback as,
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as I like anybody.
Oh,
So,
yeah, 100%. We got the right guy to do it.
yep. De Hoyos will be lined out to the right side. Thought he came up a little slow, but he's good to go. Newdorfer's up top on the left side. Stover's going to be in motion. Luna's going to follow him and
funky.
blow it dead, and they're going to call false start here against Poth.
Yeah, and that's just one of those costly pre-snap penalties that coaches just cannot stand because now you put yourself behind the chains already on this drive.
Just too many people in motion as the
Yeah, it was just funky looking from the get-go.
so 1st and 15. Poth on their own side of midfield at the 27. Stover will now run out to the right side. We're looking to throw him across middle field. He's open. We're going to go left side as Newdorfer's looking for a flag. It's incomplete and no flag. And Stover was wide open on the post route from the right side. And he's going to go back and let Major Luna know all about
Well,
it.
receivers are always open, but in that case, I believe you're right that he was open. Yeah, and Newdorfer, I mean, we've seen him make that play so many times where it's there. He just goes out and stops, turns around. They just got tangled up with the defender that time, not able to get clear.
So second down play, the penalties put the Pirates behind the chain. 2nd and 15 needed. They need to get out to the 37-yard line for a first down. He's going to roll left. Is Luna looking to throw, and he's hit as he throws, and that ball's going to fall incomplete, thankfully, and that looked like that was could be dangerous.
Looked like the old double move. He does the pump fake to try and give him more time to get down the field for a deeper pattern, and the pressure was just it was on him too quickly. So as he's trying to throw the ball, he was hit in his throwing motion. Ball's going forward, so not a fumble as many on this side were hoping. But nonetheless, here we are looking at another 3rd and long.
Pirates will get to the line with 10 seconds on the play clock. Game clock at 6:28. Swing pass left side and just blown up as that looked like a cornerback just came in a little guy and just blew up Stover's knees.
Yeah, yeah, that's fortunate that he either didn't cough up the ball or was able to get up from that one because you're right that he had read that play all the way. Um, Came in and took his legs out right away as soon as he got his hands on the ball. Had just no chance of making anything happen with that one.
We're going to send the punt team out there. Luna's back to punt, and he's going to stand at his own 5-yard line. He'll get a punt. It's a short punt. Bounces on the Pirate side of the 50-yard line and then across and out at the 42. And a short field for the Lexington offense.
Well, we ask a lot of this defense, so we're not shy about doing it, but we're going to have you again, boys. Y'all are going to have to get us a stop here. You do not want to get any further down to these Eagles than we are now.
Said 42, but they're going to bring it out to the 49 of Lexington. I don't know what this guy was marking over here. No hurry as they look to the sideline. Now get set. Changing out the balls. The football, and now 1st and 10 play from Lexington's own 49. Give right side. And after the point of contact, it's going to be a gain of about 3. After the point of contact, they just get a couple more every time.
They do, and they just keep the legs churning, and the momentum forward. That offensive line just keeps pushing, and you make a really good point. There's been plenty of times where after initial contact, it's at least another 2-3 yards, sometimes more.
Aiden Reed out. Gavin Neville in. We're going Widener, Padilla. Can't see who that other down lineman is. Maybe Logan Ramirez. 2nd down and 8. Swing pass, right side. He makes a man miss. Now it's off to the races. 30, 15, 20. We're going to push that. He's going to push out of bounds by Ethan Kopetsky as he gets around the 15-yard line. And a big gain there for Lexington.
It was passing the flat. Looked like we might have a chance to repay the blow-up favor that they did to us a few seconds ago. We had an early read on it, but he just put a little shimmy on the defender and was able to get by him for another big, huge gain.
It's just a 2-on-2 on the outside, and one of the receiver will block, the other one will come back and catch the pass. You see it all the time as we're going to hand it off to the right side and kind of push them back that time, does the Pirate defense. A short gain, only 1 or 2.
Yeah, much better job by the front of the Pirates with that stop. There was just nowhere for him to go. He was trying to be patient, waiting on the block to set up and give him some space, but it just didn't come.
Second down and 9. Looks to throw. Has time.
Oh,
now
wow.
It's got a man open in the left flats. Nobody there. Catch and a touchdown.
That appears to be what you call your basic busted coverage because he was over here by himself and it just frantically waving for that quarterback to see him. And once he did, it was an easy pitch and catch.
So that's a 40 spot up there for the Eagles. Pirates stuck at 21 as they scored the last 2 touchdowns of the first half with an onside kick in between those two. And since then, not much happening as they're going to try to get the 2-point conversion here. A little trick as we try to fake the pass and then kind of a Statue of Liberty kind of deal. It's stopped by the Pirates, so they're going to remain at 40 points. And 21, clock ticking is not in your favor. That's a lot of points to make up now.
Well, it is. Yeah, I mean that unfortunately that's the reality we're faced with at the moment. That's a lot of points, and we don't have a lot of time to do it, but maybe we can get it started right here. Starting it with a nice return would definitely help.
While we wait for the kick team for Lexington to get out there, we're going to take a quick commercial. All right, ready to kick here. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Pirates trail Lexington 40-21. is all Lexington in the second half so far. This time, DeHoyas will kick it, try to go right. He'll have a little bit of room using his blockers as he steps out of bounds about the 28-yard line, and need to go forward here. Poth.
We do, and let's just start it with pick up a couple of first downs. Just if we can just get the chains moving, maybe start some getting a rhythm, and maybe we can start getting some of that momentum back.
Pirates are huddled up with the offensive coaching staff over here, and then they'll run out to the far hash from them, the near side here of the field, as the Pirates are going from left to right in front of us, and they're going to be spotted at the right hash, the 30-yard line. All white uniforms, LSU looking, and we need to look like the Tigers here on this play. The old Tigers, not the new Tigers. Luna in pressure again, steps up, and they're going to wrap him up and sack. And the offensive line just kind of standing there at the end, just kind of watching.
Well, again, the pressure is just on him so quick. He doesn't have a chance, time to give his receivers a chance to get open. The pressure's even getting to me.
Doogie and Neudorfer will switch sides, and Neudorfer will come to the right side. DeHoyas, Doogie, Clark on the left side. Latham in the backfield. He'll pick up the block, looking to throw right side, and it's a comeback route, incomplete, intended for Neudorfer.
Well, just great coverage on that one. I mean, it's a tight window. He tried to fit it in there, but the Lexington defender's all over him.
It was a 2nd and 15. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. That was going to be shy of the first down marker, and that was Herring. It was on the coverage there with Neudorfer. He had the pick 6 earlier in the game. Trying to put him on the island and have Neudorfer kind of box him out basketball style. Falls incomplete. Now 3rd and 15. Stover in motion to the right side of the offense. Empty backfield for Luna. Drops back. Now he'll step up. Ball strip, sack, and a fumble, and it's going the other way. It's in the end zone, and Lexington falls on it. And he just got the ball knocked out of his hands as he wound up to throw it. I was hoping the arm was going forward, but that just got there too early.
Yeah, it wasn't, and I don't think he ever saw him. He's getting ready to make his throw. He knows where he wants to go with the ball, and the defender came up as he cocks his arm and just stripped it out of his hand. And then it was one of those where the ball just starts getting kicked around, and people are trying to pick it up, and it's just slowly moving its way towards our end zone, and then ends up in it. So they fall on it for the touchdown. And just when you were hoping to get it going the other direction, things just got a little worse.
Nava out there for Lexington tried to add another one, and high kick and good, and he will make it 47 to the Pirates 21 as we have 2:59 on the clock in the third quarter. And Rusty got to go all the way back to the Gunner State Championship game since the Pirates have trailed this much.
Yeah, this is definitely something that we're not used to. This is sort of an uncharted territory for us. But again, we're still in the third quarter. You don't want to sound like a Pollyanna, but I mean, it was 3 scores a minute ago, and you're wanting to go down the field and get it to 2 with the whole fourth quarter left. So there's a little more work for us to do, but it's definitely no time to quit. Let's just see if we can, again, just start by getting some first downs and just trying to move the ball. And you never know. Maybe one of these crazy things will happen on the other side. We've seen it in other games. So just keep fighting.
Pirates scored 2 quick touchdowns at the end of the first half. They'll need more of that same energy and same results here if they're gonna turn this around, and kind of like to move the ball here at the end of the third quarter, as this kick is up, fielded at the 15, down. That's Stover, and he's going to run it out to the near the 35-yard line. Good return by Stover.
Yeah, really nice return. Followed his blocks there. Going to get us at least in the better starting field position than we've had in a while. and you really like to get a score before the end of this quarter.
Pirates again will huddle up over there near the the 30-yard line on the numbers in front of their bench as the entire offense is out there and coaching staff running through this again. And got to say, you're trying to hold on to your block, boys, and let us give a little bit of time to do something. And hey, they're probably saying it's a whole lot easier said than done.
Well, it is, and when you're down 4 scores like we are now, I think the defense can probably make some assumptions on what you're going to be trying to do with the ball. So it's going to obviously give them opportunities to do some things pressure wise.
We're going to give the ball to Stover. He's looking for the left edge, now cuts it back up and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That just, I mean, it's a broken record, but we've said it all night. There's just nowhere for him to go. And to your point from just a couple of seconds ago, the last drive. I mean, we're used to seeing Luna standing back there in a comfortable pocket, just picking which playmaker he wants to go to, and he just does not have time to do it.
Now he's looking to throw down the field. He will left side. He's got a man, one-handed catch this time, cannot bring it in, and that's incomplete. Stover is trying to be a replay from the first half.
Well, and again, I think it's a one-handed catch because that's the only one he has available to him. But it was a nice pass. He put it right on the money.
Not Stover. That was Newdorfer as Stover comes out now, as he was on the bench for that play. But that was Nick Newdorfer trying to do his Stover impression, and yeah, just a lot of grabbing, a lot of touching, and not good for the Pirates. Now a 3rd down and 10 play. Looking to the right side, pressure. Now he throws it up. That is to Doogie. Caught. Incomplete.
Oh.
They waited till that was a late to make that call, and I think they let Lexington bench make that call.
Well, they definitely wanted to help. They were offering their unsolicited assistance in what they thought. I'm not sure that he finished the catch. It looked like he definitely. To me, we were blocked by their bench, but it looked like he was able to get his hands on it and had his a foot in bounds. But as he went to the ground, that's kind of when the bench reacted. So when he got up from the ground, he did not have the ball in his hands. So maybe as he went to the ground, it just came loose.
Luna back
But a good effort.
to punt with 2:12 on the clock. High punt, short punt, fair catch called
Sorta.
at the 38, and that's where Lexington will take over. And looking at the offensive line on those last series, I don't know how long they've all been in there, but we went Padilla, Blandford, McClure, Juke was over there on the right side, and the other one is slipping my mind right now. Reed. Uh, and that's not the start. Now, it's the playoffs, so a lot of teams don't have their starters from week one, but the Pirates are doing their best on both sides of the ball to maneuver through all the injuries. And we talked about that depth earlier. Is Lexington will keep it on the ground, looking for the left side, and Colin Ramzinski there to force him out of bounds. And if you're Lexington, we got a player in the bench that's down.
Well,
That's Trevino.
Yeah, he. I want to put this as diplomatically as I can. He got tangled up with the guy that was blocking him, and the tangle went a lot of different directions, and he couldn't have got loose from him if he had wanted to. And yeah, he got held. Let's just say it. I'll just say it. He got held, and he got ran all the way into their bench. That's exactly what happened. You know what? Forget
There's
it.
no reason to dance around it.
No, I was dancing, and I'm a terrible dancer. No, you talk about a hold.
Well, that's a hole for about
Wow.
7 yards because the bench is out here on the track. All right, 2nd down and 7. Keep it on the ground again, looking up the middle, cuts back left side, not touched, and he's going to get all the way to the 40. And he kind of just crouches down as if that content with that play, and let's run the clock. Kind of look to it.
Yeah, it really did. But it's that same side they've just had success on consistently tonight, going to that left side, and there's just too much open space. And once they hit it, as we've alluded to several times, there's a lot of speed on that side. So once they get the space, they make you pay.
Substituting across that defensive front, Ramirez in now for DJ Scott, who runs off. First and 10, Lexington from the Pirate 38. Keep it on the ground, left side. He gets back to the second layer before he's touched again, and they're just holding on to these blocks, and they're just feeling the momentum as this is a 9 yard gain, and Lexington's just kind of feeling their oats.
They really are. Yeah, and you can certainly sense it on this side. They're excited. They're fired up. They're finishing plays. Um, I mean, even when you've got them wrapped up, they're still churning and digging and fighting for more yardage.
And we're gonna take us to the fourth quarter here, switch ends of the field, and uh, Pirates trail 47-21 to Lexington, and Lexington has the ball and is looking for more, and it's just kind of the run game has been established. They're sticking with it, and it's not hard for them right now.
No, it's not, and it achieves several of their goals. They're going to kill clock this way. They're going to keep the clock running by keeping it on the ground. You're not putting the ball in harm's way by putting it in the air. So, and you're having consistent success in moving the chains. So, why would you do anything different?
Doesn't get any better this time of year than a Friday night high school football game. We're on the road in Bastrop. Listen to the Poth ISD YouTube page, and my name's Les Miller, and Rusty Compton's with me. Rusty, what are you doing rest of the weekend?
Well, we got a little something that a little dust up a little further on down the road that we're going to head over and keep an eye on.
You gonna be part of a dust up?
Well, I'm certainly not looking to be part of any dust up, but yeah, there's a little game over there in College Station I'm interested in. There's a few games this weekend I'm interested in. We got you got the annual Clemson South Carolina game. That's a big one from my part of the world, and yeah, the Aggies taking on the Longhorns for the first time since 2011. We were at the last one, so yeah, good weekend of football coming up.
Second and short, Lexington looking to run it. Met at the line of scrimmage, pushed back, lost a yard if any. So it's going to bring up a third down and short, and that's something we haven't seen a lot of, but that's maybe something defensive needed.
Yeah, and that's a nice stop. I mean, that he actually ended up losing half a yard, and it's been a long time since we've said that.
Ball's at the 31-yard line of Poth. Pirates trail 47-21. We just started the fourth quarter against the Lexington Eagles and set it the Gunner game. That was 2 years ago in the state playoff, state championship game, and since then, Pirates haven't had that big of a loss, this lopsided of a loss, as they fell last year in overtime to Tidehaven in the regional finals.
There we
Third down
go.
play goes backwards again,
Very nice.
looking for the left side of that offense, and the right side of that defense just pushes them back, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I tell you what, now that's a really nice job twice in a row by that defensive front. Um, Absolutely allowing them nowhere to run the football and push them backwards.
See Logan Ramirez out there in the middle. I see Gavin Neville. I can't see the guy on the far side, but also out there is Julian Trevino, and Demarcus Scott is the other guy. So those guys were out there the last two plays, and Lexington has gone backwards. They're going to need to do it one more if the Pirates are to get the ball back. He's going to drop back and throw. He's got a pass good for a first down at the 30, and now at the 25, there's going to be a face mask by the Pirates that's going to be tagged onto this, and just go to the passing game, and they got what they wanted.
They did. He just went out, settled in the flat, didn't really have anybody close to him, and then as he had already picked up the first down once he made the catch, and then when the defender tried to get his hands on him, just kind of grabbed, and as he spun, I think he just ended up tangled up on his face mask. I don't think it was anything intentional, but the refs don't care about intention.
Lexington now moves from our left to our right, and the ball is going to be after the personal foul. Face mask going to be all the way down to the just outside the 12-yard line, outside the 11-yard line, on the right hash in Pirate territory, and looking to add to their 47-21 lead over the Pirates. Case Evans back there for the Eagles, a quarterback, has done a heck of a job tonight, and he'll hand it off again this time, and a gain of about 2. That back is Caden Chappell.
Well, either way, he's a heck of a ball player, and they've got several of them.
Now Evans will come off. Looks like John Williams. Gunnar Clopton. Yep, Gunnar Clopton is going to be a quarterback this time. No, what are we doing? We're going to snap this ball to. That's not him. That's a direct snap to Chappelle that we were talking about. And that just looked like a short yardage direct snap. 3 backs in the backfield. He followed 2 of them and got a 1 yard out of all that. A lot of show for a yard.
Well, I mean, to me, the biggest thing they're trying to do right now is just keep the clock running. They've got us deep in our part of the field. They're up 4 scores. I mean, they're not. They're not worried about getting any more points. I'm pretty sure they feel confident they have enough points to finish this off. They just want to run out the last 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
I take that back. That's Noah Harris in the backfield. He's going to remain back there, overloaded to the left side of the offensive line. He's going to go that way, and he just gets behind them and pushes and gets a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2, and I think you're going to see Nava.
Yeah. Well, they're well within his range, so
he'll trot out there. And they were just wanting to run the clock, as you said, get it to where Nava could.
Yeah, and he may have a favorite side of the field, and so put it over on that hash.
He's looking to put 50 up. If this is good, with 7:52 left in the game. Snaps good, holds good, kick plenty good, way over the uprights.
Yeah, he's legit. That's a good kicker.
It's a good Lexington football team all the way around.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and well said, because they really are, and they played a good game tonight. And sometimes you just have to tip your hat. You were telling me about some of the scores that they've been putting up, and they just continued to do it tonight. So with still half the fourth quarter left, they've already put half 100 on the scoreboard. So yeah, this is definitely an explosive offense that's capable of scoring in bunches. Not sure exactly what's going on down here in front of us, but shoes are flying.
$7:40 remains on the clock left in the fourth quarter. Pirates trail 50-21 as Clark, DeHoyas, and Stover are back deep to return this kick from Nava. Little dust up, huh?
Oh, it should be a spectacular setting for a football game tomorrow in College Station, no question about it.
Setting's going to be great. Let's see. Let's hope
the game lives
up to it. DeHoyas from inside his 20 will run out of bounds around the 30.
Well, you got College Game Day is going to be there. You're going to have probably the biggest home crowd they've ever had. I read an article today. They're expecting over 110,000 inside the stadium and half that many outside the stadium continuing to tailgate because they don't have tickets.
Because the tickets, I heard on the radio, are average pricing is the highest pricing of any football game of any level ever, in any state.
Wow. Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of us going, and
surely the game.
Ashland's the only one in my family's got a ticket.
Surely the game can't live up to all of that stage that you just set. Quick pass.
Attaboy.
Neudorfer, good for a first down as he's drugged down. Just a quick hitch from Luna to Neudorfer. Takes it out to the just shy of the 40-yard line, and that'll move the sticks.
Well, he made an outstanding catch because he had, again, the coverage is excellent, and he's got a defender draped all over him, and he's able to just wrestle that ball away from him and pick up the first down. So very nice catch.
1st and 10 play. Luna looks to throw. Neudorfer side again, right side. Hits and go this time. One-handed catch.
He caught that.
Caught.
Unbelievable. That just yeah, I know that's like the new in vogue thing that the old one-handed catch, but man, we've seen two amazing one-handed catches tonight by the Pirates.
Almost a third, but
Yeah,
Newdorfer
yeah,
wasn't able to get it in. That's a
yeah.
20-yard reception as he catches it down the right sideline, then steps out. That'll be 1st and 10 now from the Lexington 40. 7:08 left in the game.
Yeah, that looked
Fake gift,
key.
Stover, back foot throw,
Yeah,
incomplete. 3 Lexington Eagles around Newdorfer there, and it would have been. It wasn't high enough for Newdorfer to get that time.
yeah. No, the ball didn't quite get to him, but you're right. There was basically three jerseys surrounding him, and the the up guy basically had the best chance of catching the ball. He just wasn't able to come up with the interception.
2nd down and 10. Low snap. Luna picks it up. Quick out to Newdorfer, complete.
Well, it looks like a replay of what we saw 2 plays ago, where it's just a timing pattern. Got a defender all over you, and you're able to come up with a catch.
Gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Ball's at the Lexington 35-yard line. Right hash. 6:37 left in the game. Luna. Pressure every time. We're going to throw Newdorfer sideline. It's caught. Is he in bounds? No. And it's just going to be all Nick Newdorfer all the time as long as he can go right now. He had his man beat.
He did, and I believe he actually caught the ball. He just wasn't in bounds. But again, from here it's kind of hard. It's the opposite side of the field. It was hard to see if he actually finished it with all the traffic over there. But it looked like he made another heck of a catch, just unable to get his foot down in bounds.
Now it's 4th down. They need 5. They need to get to the other side of the 30. Luna drops back, looking left side, looking for Stover in the end zone. Got it.
What?
Touchdown.
Woo!
No flags as there was some pushing and shoving, but Stover one-on-one. The receiver goes down right when the ball arrives, and it's going to be a touchdown.
But just what a beautiful pass by Luna. I mean, just a perfect spiral, hits him right in the numbers. Yeah, just a really nice play that shows the Pirates that, they're going to play you all 4 quarters. You're going to get your money's worth when you play the Pirates. They're not going to quit.
Robert Salinas with the extra point. Major Luna, the hold.
Well, I believe they got a piece of that one.
Yeah, they deflected that, and it will not. It kind of goes to the left side there of the upright. So no good. 50-27 is our score here. Pirates trail, and we have 6:17 left, and well, we'll wait.
Yeah, we will. I wonder if we're in the flight path of Austin Airport.
Probably. Lexington went conservative play calling last series. Even pulled out the quarterback Evans and the back Chappelle for some reserves. Let's see if they continue that. Pirates have all 3 timeouts. They've kind of held them in their pockets when Lexington was giving them every chance to stop the clock. But you got to feel like Coach Luna is going to start to use those, or
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's going to fight you till the end, absolutely. And I won't even venture a guess on what we're going to do here.
got to kick this thing away. Hopefully, they stay conservative. Did Evans and company leave the game for good, or because if so, then I'm going to kick him deep and pin him back. Coach Miller here.
Nice. And that certainly looks like exactly what we're going to do.
Give it all you got, Salinas. One more kick. Nope.
It's a little
It's a
in
short
between.
kick. Yep, it's a fair catch. Caught at the 27. Kind of one of them tweeners. Maybe you can
Yeah.
catch them sleeping.
Yep. Yeah, if you find an open space and get that ball to bounce, you never know.
Looks like Evans is out there in the huddle. Gonna go back out on offense with the Eagles. It is Evans, and he will give it just a run up the middle. They're content with a 2-yard gain as long as the clock's ticking.
Yeah. Yeah, the clock is their friend. That's their main goal at this point, is just keep it running, keep it moving. I'm sure they're gonna run those play clocks down to the very end every time.
It'll be second down in about 7 with 5:46 left on the clock. And we still got all you listeners hanging on, so we appreciate you listening. It's obviously a free broadcast and an audio only broadcast due to UIL stipulations, and there are plenty of TV cameras here, so we know you have some choices. And inside give here, good for 3. But most people we hear are watching the game on one of those TV channels or other streaming channels and listening to us. So
So
mainly
bless your hearts.
mainly because we can say the Pope names.
Yeah. Well, and it's clear who we're pulling for.
Well, they don't like Jukes being called Dazook.
Dazook.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's not how you say it, my man.
Why a trick?
Yep. Well, they got some doozy versions.
No, but it's fun, and the idea is put it on the school's webpage, and maybe 20 years ago you can go back and listen and hear your name. We try to say as many Poth names as we can, and go back and listen to your name being called. And that is another run up the middle, shy of the line to gain. So it's going to bring up fourth and short. And I'm sure the Pirate football players, for as long as we've been doing this, Rusty, they've been good enough to go back and 20 years from now and listen to the game and probably put a smile on their face. I wouldn't want to listen to anything that I played in.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. And but you're exactly right. I mean, these guys have played in some amazing games with some just crazy finishes and crazy plays that we've been lucky enough to be a part of and to have some fun with calling. So yeah, I hope they do, and I hope it brings them some joy. But yeah, you're right. I'm not going to be going back in any of my archives for anything.
Lexington calls a timeout.
Huh.
Fourth and about a yard, and is going to be from their own 36-yard line, and trying to figure out where the punter, how they want to get this yard.
Well, yeah, they really haven't had too much trouble picking up a yard tonight when they wanted one. So I would imagine they're just going to keep it on the ground and do more of what we've seen. I'd love to see the Pirates come up with another stop and get the ball back and maybe start making people a little nervous.
Well, turn it into a two
Yeah,
possession game.
yeah. Then all of a sudden,
I mean, what did East Bernard do last week to us? They made it interesting.
oh, that was very interesting.
It's only interesting after the end when you know the result. It was not
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, it was still
Clearing.
interesting, but it sort of had a terrifying quality about it.
So they're going to send the punt team out after the timeout, or at least show it.
I was going to say I'm not 100% sold, but
And they won't.
they
He's going to
won't.
tuck it and run, and he gets it.
Just enough.
Yeah, he gets a yard more than he needed.
Yeah, as soon as our guys started back, I think it was. I think he had an option there, and he just saw what he liked, and he knew he was going to be. He didn't need much, and he didn't really get a whole lot, but he got just enough to move the chains. So
Coy
that's kind of.
Muchagimba and Nick Newdorfer there were the Pirates to bring him down, and
And they came close to stopping him. I mean, it was. They had a. They were giving it all they had to try and keep him from getting that yard.
that was a big one. We're a little bit out of hand here as far as the scoreboard, but there's still some time and some timeouts in hand. So you got to start to.
13 is over here. There is nobody covering me, and nobody would listen to him.
And they're going to keep it on the ground and run the left side, good for about 6 as we get close to 3 minutes. and Pirates will not use that timeout or any of them.
Well, and this is that hard part, for a player, especially the seniors. You played hard all year. You've had a fantastic year that that I hope they'll be proud of. It's hard to think about it at a moment like this when you're playing your last game and it's not going to turn out the way you had hoped. Um, but these boys certainly have a whole lot to be proud of with the season that they've had.
I'm going to run through this list of seniors on this football team here as we're set to take this second down snap. Just keep it on the run up the middle. That's what they're going to continue to do. It's going to be up to the Pirates to stop them, and we get across midfield, and we'll move the chains again. And coach, we're just swapping out players as often as we can here. We're going to run down these seniors here for your Pirates that have been through those teams. Some of those times that Rusty was talking about, state championship, regional finals, uh, playing for a state championship, playing for regional finals and overtime. I mean,
Yeah.
that's as far as both teams have gotten, and I don't know how long the senior class was a part of all that. And obviously, they were looking for more than this Lexington finish here. But those names include Nick Newdorfer, who we talked about a lot, and they're going to take a knee here as he's going to down that with a minute 46 left. And just run through these names real quick. Waylon Doogie, Nate Kopetsky, not able to play this evening. Colin Ramzinski dealt with an injury in the middle of district and just lingered on. Tobin Knoll got hurt last week. McCray Meek, another senior, Justin Castillon, Julian Trevino, Jared Padilla, Larson Juke, Aiden Reed, Logan Ramirez, Daniel Widener, and Robert Salinas. And for all those guys, presumably it's their last minute of football here.
Yeah, and there were a lot of good football players names that you just read off, and they're definitely going to be sorely missed.
And a lot of depth that we talked about. The Pirates are going to go on. They reload. You're right. This team was, man, how good did this team look at the beginning of the year in the Alamo Dome against Comanche? And now Waylon Doogie is going to come out on defense, and they're going to put some of the seniors out there. Castillon, Juke, Newdorfer, Stover's out there. No, I lied. That's not Stover. That's Colin Ramzinski. We're going to get a heavy dose of these seniors. Jared Padilla, Daniel Widener, they're all going to be out there. All of them that can go and that are suited up. Uh, Aiden Reed, they did go on that one. And McCray Meek, all those guys were out there. Class act there by the coaching staff to put those guys out there. It's just a tough time for them to be out there and not ending up the way they wanted it to.
No, and class act on both sides of the field. A lot of good sportsmanship there on that last play, and I really like to see that when you've had a tough game and two good football teams that have matched up. One team is going to get the better of the other one, but it was a hard fought game. The Pirates had some had some breaks go against them, but they got back in the game and they definitely made a game out of it at the end of that first half. And there's never any quitting these boys. But as you said, the depth, the way this program's being built, I definitely think the future is bright for the Pirates and for these seniors that we're losing. You just tip your hat to them and thank them for all they've gone through and the sacrifices that they make and everything they do. On behalf of this town. So you got to be proud of them.
You can watch these seniors as they head back to the sidelines for one of the last times in these uniforms, and it's kind of hitting them. And not only you can see the emotions, but you can also just see how how they're moving. It's a tough game.
It is, and they played a good football team tonight, and it's a long season. And to the point you were making a second ago, that team we saw in Comanche that was just at the Alamo Dome that was so good, and you saw weapons all over the field, and we've seen things that you knew this team is going to have some great opportunity in front of it, but everybody's fresh, everybody's fast, everybody's healthy, and then you go through the season and just the wear and tear of what these guys have to do and put their bodies through, it shows up at the end of the season.
So hats off to the class of 2025.
Yeah. Yeah.
And their senior leadership and time spent. I mean, there's a lot of hours,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of hot days at practice, a lot of times when the coaches are are running you and conditioning you. You just don't want to be out there, and you stick with it. So hats off to the class of 25 and the senior class that we just read off, and for the rest of the Pirate football team, uh, man, get to work, get to the off season, and be ready, right?
Yeah,
Just reload, and that's what Coach Luna and the coaching staff has done year after year. So plenty to look forward to.
absolutely. Yeah, the future's bright for both, and as you said, I think the off season for the Pirates lasts about a week, and then they'll be back at it. And yeah, they'll those that play basketball, they'll be doing that. But yeah, this is uh this is a team and a program that's got a bright future, and yeah, we'll see what happens going forward.
Last thank yous to the Poth Athletic Booster Club, the Poth School District, and administration for allowing this broadcast. Poth ISD YouTube page, free broadcast. Rusty, thank you for traveling all these years and continuing to do this. And really appreciate everybody and hope y'all enjoyed it. Like to hear from y'all that those that do listen and sync up. So appreciate y'all listening and congratulations to the Lexington Eagles as they move on to play Tidehaven in round 4 regional finals next year. Thank you for listening.